Hi there, I'm Brian Whitmore, director of the Russia program here at CEPA, and this is a vertical video. So it appears that it's time to start paying attention to Belarus again. Here are just a few data points. Data point 1. Back in June, Alexander Lukashenko fired his interior minister, Ihor Shunevich, who, to put it mildly, is closely aligned with Moscow. Data point number 2. In September, Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov called Belarus's refusal to host a new Russian airbase, something Moscow has been seeking since at least 2015, an unpleasant episode. Data point number 3, also in September, Lukashenko said that he may consider importing oil from states other than Russia, and perhaps even from the United States. Data point number 4. Last week, Belarusian Foreign Minister Vladimir, who favors closer ties between Minsk and the West, called Russia's terms for economic integration with Belarus unacceptable. And finally, data point number 5. This week, something remarkable happened in Minsk, a political demonstration that was not broken up by the police. The protest was against the proposed integration agreement between Russia and Belarus that is currently being negotiated. It appears that the long-standing dysfunctional marriage between Minsk and Moscow, that codependent shotgun relationship between Lukashenko and Vladimir Putin, is on the rocks again. Putin sees the relationship as imperial, Lukashenko sees it as transactional. Putin wants to turn Belarus into a de facto extension of Russia's western military district, bringing Moscow's power right up to the borders of NATO members Poland, Latvia, and Lithuania. But Lukashenko is not interested in being party to a conflict with the West. Something has got to give, and it's got to give soon. And I don't rule out Putin seeking to oust Lukashenko, replacing him with a more pliant figure, which puts the West in a paradoxical and tricky spot. Paradoxical because Belarus's independence is vital to Western security, and Belarus's independence is now linked to Lukashenko's fate. Tricky because while the authoritarian Belarusian leader will never be an ally of the West nevertheless needs to find a way to pull him out of Moscow's embrace. It is indeed time to start paying close attention to Belarus again. Keep telling us what you think on Twitter and on Facebook. I'm Brian Whitmore, and this was a Vertical Video.